Friends, today we are going to discuss regarding N-bromosuccinamide. It is my third lecture. Two lectures have been already completed, and in first lecture we described this properties of basic points of these succinamides, where how you can prepare and how where it will be attacked means you can say the preference site in which it basically acts. Okay, and the second lecture we describe some reactions regarding this, and it is my last lecture in which we describe the all in means we will cover our first and second lecture inside, and will be and lastly we will end up this reagent. Okay, so N-bromosuccinamide, basically the structure of this reagent is this one. Okay, and chemical name chemically N. Okay, bromosuccinamide, this is the succinamide structure chemical moiety, and it is prepared from succinamide. This is succinamide, if you say this one. Okay, along with if you carried out reaction with bromine in presence of NaOH. Okay, and temperature is very less, 0 degree Celsius, you can obtain this N-bromosuccinamide. So the synthesis approach is very easy, and okay, so N-bromosuccinamide, it is the preparation method of this reagent. Okay, and if you see, it belongs to imide family, means imide family means the basic moiety. If you say the active moiety is this one. Okay, and that's why it is called imide family. This is the imide functional group, that's why called imide family reagent. Okay, and it is brominating agent, means this bromine will be reacts various positions which is mentioned here, like that allylic and benzylic. Means allylic position, so you should be know about that allylic position. So it is the allylic position. Okay, this one is allylic, means if you see, this is the allylic carbon, double bond, then CH3, and it is the active allylic hydrogen. So it is replaced by N-bromosuccinamide. One bromine atom will attack one active hydrogen of allylic position carbon. Okay, and reaction is carried out CCl4. Basically, suppose that this one is substrate and it is bromine, reaction is carried out NBS with means bromination is carried out with NBS and CCl4. So reaction medium is CCl4, medium for, so it provides the medium for reaction. Okay, so solvent preference given is CCl4, so only CCl4 in which reaction is carried out. So it is the basic points we will describe here, and here if you see here, so there why there is a need of NBS in spite of bromine atom, means why bromination is not carried out with this. So you should be know about that. If you suppose that this this hydrogen, this suppose that this one. Okay, so if you want to reaction with bromine, so bromine part instantly reaction is occur in the medium, means it reacts very immediately, it will react immediately, it will okay, means, and this bromine is very clouding nature, means if reaction is carried out, and if you open the bottle for to put the bromine inside the round bottom flask in which reaction is carried out, so this means it is spread out as a clouding, means clouding carried out, and it is since very reactive species, so it can be go through inside body and causes various substitution reaction takes place inside body, and symptoms like cancer or others may takes place. So that's why we neglect in the lab bromine mostly, and reaction is carried out with NBS. If we carried out reaction with NBS, it is very slow reagent. If you say it is reaction will occur very slowly as compared to this one, so it will prefer NBS as compared to bromine. Okay, so the main point is, if you reaction, there are some important reactions, some important reactions of NBS and bromosuccinamide in CCl4. Okay, we will describe here. Before we will describe, there are some factors like SMU heat peroxide, okay, used for initiating bromination reaction, used as initiator for bromination. Okay, so it is very important point. So suppose that this is your allylic carbon, and this is the active allylic hydrogen. So reaction if you carried out NBS in presence of CCl4 solvent. Okay, so bromine will be attached from this carbon. Okay, so reaction is like that. Suppose that this is your reaction, suppose that this one like that. Okay, so what will be your product? Suppose that it is a very important point. Second, the product will be formed formed according to its stability. Means first of all tertiary carbocation if formed, then preferred tertiary position. If secondary, then primary. So it is the active, means the substitution of bromine takes place according to this carbocation. Okay, carbocation stability. So it is a basic and important point. Okay, so suppose that this one, so if you see here, suppose not this one, there this substrate. Okay, so if you see here, this is the allylic position. Okay, mostly student what they do, they will bromine substitute with this position, active hydrogen they replace to this hydrogen. But where what happened, this hydrogen if you see here. Okay, this hydrogen actually, sorry for that, this structure should be like that. Suppose that this one and this one. Okay, and this is the right substrate. Okay, so we will neglect this. So if your reaction is carried out, so there are two sides. Suppose that this one is HA, okay, and this one is HB. So hydrogen will be replaced this one, because this carbocation which will form here most stable. Okay, so it form most stable carbocation. That's why the most stable carbocation. So if you see here, it will be bromine will be attached this one, not this one position. Okay, so it is very important reaction and can be asked in several exams like CSIR NET and GATE exams. CSIR NET and GATE exams, and IITs also prefer this type of reactions, because these types of reaction is confusing type. Where will you react? Okay, so suppose that one problem also very important type. If you like that, this one and this one. Okay, so what happened here? So if you see here, if your reaction is carried out, our reaction is carried out and by succinamide. Okay, CCl4, this one NBS, CCl4. So if you, there are two sides, this one active hydrogen, this one, suppose that this one is HA, this one is SB, because this is also in as allylic position SB, this carbon allylic carbon. So this is the active hydrogen. Okay, so that's why you can prefer first of all this, then this. Okay, so your order will be HA. Suppose that this is SB, so you should be prefer HB first and then HA. Stability order should be like that. So substitution will be like according to this stability. Okay, so it is your product like. So this will not prefer, it will prefer. Okay, this bromine will be attached from this position. Okay, so it is all important reactions and can be asked in several exams. One are, suppose that we will also describe one or two problem, selective problems like that. Suppose that this is your this is the benzylic carbon and this one is the active hydrogen. Okay, so your products, what, suppose that you reaction carried out NBS and CCl4, then what is your product will be like that, and bromosuccinamide. Okay, so it is the important reactions and can be asked in several exams like CSI and GATE and IITs. Mains are advanced can prefer this type of problem. Okay, so it is all about we have described the NBS, and mainly means directly the questioner means that person with which question design. Directly they will not ask like that they gave you allylic or benzylic poison. They directly matlab, they prefer the some selective problems like that. Okay, so which side you will prefer? Okay, so which depends, suppose that a1 also like that, suppose that this one. Okay, so which so there are, this one is also active hydrogen and this is also active hydrogen, so which you prefer? So for stability, this is the electron, so electron donating power, where means the moiety we act as electron donating, means it preferred this one Hb first prefer brominating and then Ha. Okay, so this type of problem can be asked in again several exams. So you will, before going to exam, you will try to see this type of problems. Okay, so by which you can get free from there are lots of confusion. Okay, so thank you friends, and please subscribe my channel, and by which we will appreciated by you, and again downloaded the same type of problems. And if you have any queries or problems regarding this, then you write down the comment in the below comment box. We will solve your problem. Okay, so thank you friends.